Hey, good afternoon, guys. I got a new IDI update for you guys today. Ever since I got the new Stage 1 turbo installed into my 94 7.3 turbo IDI, I experienced some oil leaks and also potentially a boost leak. Let me show you what I'm talking about. When I installed the Stage 1, I just used a really cheap grommet that I bought from O'Reilly's. It wasn't the right size. I mean, it was close, but I thought it'd work. But anyways, I bought one from O'Reilly's. That was not a super tight fit, but it went in that hole in the pedestal. Sat in it okay. But this was the result. Let me tell you guys, do not buy cheap O'Reilly's grommet. It just does not work out. It looks like this. So, because I had that issue, I tried to find some solutions. And let's go over to the workbench here, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Alright, I wanted to find a good solution for this, and it was pretty easy, honestly. I had learned that there's this guy that sells this seal kit. He's known as Russell Type 4 on the IDI pages, and he sells this particular seal kit, and I'm going to show you what's all included in this seal kit and why it's worth it to buy this seal kit. First, it's worth it to buy this seal kit because it is so hard to find the correct grommet by itself alone that you can buy that goes into that oil drain. It's so hard to find one. The closest international store from me is probably 50 minutes away, and that's really far away. I didn't want to drive all the way over there. So this kit is $75 shipped to my house. I live in Colorado, so $75 from Washington to Colorado, and it comes with that drain grommet, and it comes with a bunch of other seals too that I think are really important to have. I'm going to tell you why $75 is worth it. Well, one, I just told you my nearest international dealership is 50 minutes away. That probably would have costed me, probably $15, $16 in fuel alone just to go drive over there and look for one. So $75 definitely saves a lot. Plus, you get a bunch of other seals with it that are really important, and I think that's a pretty good deal. Let's show you what's all in this bag right here. Alright, the first one is this little seal right here. It's for your intake hat. A seal for your intake hat right here. A nice fresh new one. I think my old one was getting a little brittle and a little old. So I think that'll help a lot. Alrighty, next one is, of course, the drain grommet. It comes in this nice international package. There's not a part number on here, so I can't really tell you what the part number is, but here's the grommet for the oil valley pan. It's got a nice seal on the edge here and on the top. Gosh, stupid construction guys, shut up. There's some electrical guys working on my street now. Sorry for the noise. So that's the second seal that comes in the kit. Next one's your T3 flange gasket. I might throw this on, I'm not sure yet. I was told that it seals just fine, just from surface to surface on your upper pipe to a turbo, but I might throw this on because it is a crush seal, so it might work better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take apart my mount and see if I see any boost leaks in there. If I don't, I'm gonna leave it alone. If I do, I'll go ahead and throw this in there and give that a try. It comes with this other grommet. I think it's for the CDR. I'm not going to need it because I have a road draft tube, and also it came with the Oil Valley pan kit that I bought, so now I have an extra one. And there's 4 more here. Here's this big guy right here. I think this one's really important because it's a nice fresh new O-ring for that guy right there. I don't know what the condition of this one is in, but I can definitely tell you it's a little old, and I'm definitely going to throw this in there, and I think that will also help create a positive seal for your boost. Alright, next one is the oil drain turbo to pedestal O-ring. That's pretty important. Mine doesn't leak there, so the one I had in there is okay, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this one in there. And then you've got your O-ring for your, what is this? The O-ring for the back of your pedestal that blocks the intake manifold. It's really, really good that I bought this kit, because when I took off my pedestal, I found that the old O-ring was split in 2 pieces, so right here and right here. And I'm really glad I got this, because I do think I had a boost leak, and I think that was coming out of the back there. I'm definitely going to throw in this new one. And then this guy, I really like this one, because what I had is the bolt and a copper washer to seal the top of the pedestal. But now it's like this metal washer with a rubber insulation on it, and it'll sit right here, and that will create a really good seal for your intake system here. And then the bolt goes down in it, flattens it, and creates a good seal. I had a copper one. I don't think it was 100% good, but it held up pretty good. So I really like this one. I'm glad I got it. Alright, I'll show you how to replace the seal. Just get a nice little pick and pull it right out like that. You know, this one actually seems like in good condition. I'll keep it as a spare, but I'm going to use the new one, because might as well. Alright, before I throw this in there, I'm going to clean that up real quick. I also want to mention I'm really impressed with the new Stage 1 turbo. I cleaned this when I installed it, and it tells me that the turbo does not seep any oil out of the compressor wheel into the intake. So far, the Stage 1 turbo's been holding up. Thanks Justin over at R&D. He makes some really good quality turbos. So yeah, got it all cleaned up nice. Go ahead and throw this one in. That O-ring's gonna have a short life, because I'm gonna eventually intercool my truck, and I'll have a boot that sits right over it right here. And so yeah, it's gonna have a short life, but for the time being, it'll be a really good seal for the turbo into the intake manifold. Alright guys, so look what I just discovered. Definitely looks like there was an exhaust leak, especially right here. So I'm definitely gonna use this metal flange here and put it on right there, so it makes a good crust seal for this T3 mount. So I'm definitely gonna throw this on now. Alright guys, here we are 2 weeks later. 2 weeks ago I had to wrap up pretty early because I had to get ready for work, and kind of ran out of time to film all the stuff to throw on here. But here we are 2 weeks later. I've driven about 1,000 or 2,000 miles or so. Did a lot of driving over Memorial Day weekend, and so far the new seal kit's doing great. We got the new T3 gasket on there on the up pipe to the turbine, as well as we threw on the O-rings, for the oil drain, from the bottom of the cartridge housing down to the drain tube, and then we put the O-ring back on behind the intake hole as well, because for the NA versions they had the CDR located there, but for the factory stock turbos, that turbo oil pedestal blocks the back of the manifold. I got that O-ring thrown in there as well. I got my new washer with the rubber layer on there for a good seal on top here, as well as the intake hack ring down there as well, and the intake hat from the turbo outlet into the inside of that. That's holding up pretty good. Now I'm going to show you the back of the intake valley pan in the back, and there's no oil leaks now, but I did park this truck underneath a tree for a hailstorm a week or so ago, and I was ripping a bunch of leaves, and so the leaves got all over the cowl here, and all that leaves kind of just fell down in there. I haven't cleaned that out yet, but what you see down there is just a bunch of leaves, and I don't see any big giant puddles of oil like you saw earlier in the video. It's just dirty back there. Those are just dead leaves, and they just got soaked up in soot, so it looks bad. But you know what? That oil drain grommet down there is holding up great. I don't see any oil streaks or lines coming out of that. So that's the main reason why I got that kit, is to have a good oil seal there, so the oil could drain back and none of that blow-by pressure could force it back out through the loose, sloppy grommet that I had earlier. So there you go. It's holding up pretty good. That's all I got for you guys today. Please like and subscribe. I'm hoping to get a dyno video soon. I'm actually going to Moab in a few days, so I'm going to do a kind of a hauling video with a trailer and a Jeep, and I'll let you guys know how this new Stage 1 turbo does, and what boost I'm running, what kind of EGGs I'm running, and miles per hour up certain grades. I'll be taking I-70 up through Colorado to get there, so that'll be interesting. And then also, I really want to get a intercooler installed as well, so if you would like and subscribe my channel, the quicker I can get to that intercooler video. I would really like to make a video about it, on how to find a generic intercooler and how to use like a bunch of universal piping and couplers to build one off of this stock factory setup for the 93, 94 IDI guys. So once again, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.